All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Once again, my name is Brian. This is Chords and Notes Nation. This is Chords and Notes. You are Chords and Notes Nation. And welcome to my room where we can call it a studio because this is where the work is done. Just to catch up on a couple of things before we get started. Where do I want to go with this? First of all, okay, this is a work in progress. I'm always raw, honest, and unedited. That's what I do. Some of you have commented on some of the recent videos, I think some of the Genesis videos, about the volume maybe coming in a little distorted or a little more muddied than the original version. And that's just going to be playing with my audio here or there, whether it's on the camera or my boombox. I'll call it my boombox because it's an old computer. It is. It really is. If you want to help me upgrade my equipment, you can send donation requests to PayPal. That'll be in the description box below. All the donations will be reinvested back into what I need to maybe make a little bit better quality with the technology that I have. Videos. It'll always be raw, honest, and unedited. You can also go to patreon.com where I do a lot more than just reaction videos. Well, I do more than reaction videos here on YouTube as well. If you go check out my playlists, you'll see what I mean. You'll see that I've got a lot more skills than just sitting and listening to music and commenting on it. But if you go to patreon.com and become a member, you get extra things that you won't get here on YouTube. That information is in the description box below as well. Patreon.com/ChordsandNotesNation. You can also find me outside of those two sites. I've got that information below. I think that's it. Now, I'm excited getting back into Vanny Vabiola. I thought for a moment I would continue with her cover songs that I've seen that she has listed here on her YouTube channel. But I came across one. I don't speak the language, so I'm going to pronounce it the best I can. And sometimes it's phonetically. The way it looks is the way I'm going to try and make it sound. Kekasih, Terbaik. It looks like this was released 3 days ago, the official music video. Now, for those of you new to the channel, I don't put anything in my videos. It's just me, you, and the music. That's it. But I will be watching it. I have my coffee, which is very exciting. This is my Lord of the Rings mug. I should do a review on this. Let me see if I can get some more light so you can see it. No, that's too much. It's a map of Middle-earth. And the reason that map is there is because I put hot coffee in there. If that hot coffee wasn't in there, that map wouldn't be there, and you would have the inscription on the One Ring. That would be on the mug. When you put the hot liquid in, it changes. And in fact, you'll see as I'm taking drinks out of this coffee, as the coffee goes away, you'll see this map start to dissipate, and you'll see the writing come out. It's pretty cool. Anyways, this appears to be something that may be in her native language, and that's okay with me. What I'm going to be listening for is how she uses her voice, and it may be different the way you would sing your native language versus the way you sing English, because the languages are different, the syntaxes are different, the emphases are different, the things you emphasize. There's a lot of things that would and could and possibly might change. So, as a gifted singer, it would be very interesting to hear how she sings. Not an expert in anything, but I've lived enough life and worked in enough industries to know things. I know things. That's what I do. I drink coffee. I know things. Listen to music. I know things. I used to be a teacher, by the way. So I do know things. Anyways, let's get on with this. And let me fix this first. If there are any issues that you want to talk about when it comes to the audio, I know the sun is coming through and I try to control it, but I can't control it. So we're just going to deal with it. This is the place that I sit, and I'm not going to move everything. That may have helped a little bit, may not have helped a little bit. Who knows? Go that way, we can go this way. Look, you're getting a panoramic view somewhat, but we're going to keep it right there. All right, here we go. I always like piano intros. Okay, so far, and I'm gonna do this. I know you guys may not like it. I don't like it when it happens, but there are times I have to stop because I think something is worth stopping the music for. Is so that piano intro. I like piano intros, and it has a very it's I want to say uplifting, but it feels like it may be a little bit more not as uplifting as I think might be coming. And I may not articulate that well. It feels like it could be in a minor key, which would keep it a little bit more depressed in the mood, more of a sad. But it had the way the piano was being played was kind of peppy a little bit, okay? And then coming in with the strings is a very nice touch. And I imagine just going to be a little bit more layering and a little bit more layering. And I imagine her voice will be coming next or pretty quick. So I'm just going to back it up just a little bit. And let's go.
Kekasih terbaikku yang tak pernah pergi, meninggalkan diriku sendiri di
Okay. All right. Wow, cool. So I would like someone to inform me the name of the language that she is singing. I Indonesian, Malaysian. I don't know the names. There may be, I don't want to overgeneralize. There may be a specific, because like English is English, right, and Spanish is Spanish. But there's dialects. Let's say, for example, with Spanish, the dialects are different from Spain to Mexico to Central America to South America, and I imagine and that's the same with English too, right? So I imagine that's sort of a ubiquitous trait when it comes to everywhere in the world. But not everywhere in the world has a language that's spoken by billions and billions of people. So educate me. This is your opportunity to educate me. In the music itself was beautiful. I think the imagery in the video was beautiful. It so here's where it's sort of a disadvantage not knowing the language, but there's an advantage in knowing that music is a ubiquitous language, right? We all can understand moods. That's the other beautiful thing about music, right? You can convey through these vibrations. I spoke about this in one or two of the other reviews that I've done of her music reactions. Is this idea that sound vibrating will create an emotional reaction or bring about some sort of mental imagery. It has this power about it. It's a miraculous thing that our Creator has given us, and it's a tool of communication. Now, being a little bit disabled in the fact that I don't know the language and I don't understand what she is singing about, I can extrapolate from the mood of the music that's being created through the tempo, the types of instruments that are being used, because I have I have that prior knowledge of experience of these certain instruments and this certain tempo and this certain mood is created in these certain types of songs. So, and then on top of I'm watching the official video, so I get the added bonus of the imagery and being able to visually interpret what's going on. And then looking at her face and the facial expressions. Now that's a very important part of communication, isn't it? Where you pick up on those nonverbal cues and it gives you a context of what's going on. Okay? And I mean, I could say something as stone-faced, sober, cold, straight-faced, and look at you and I guess what we call a poker face, and you wouldn't be able to tell if I'm lying or if I'm upset or whatever. But then I start adding facial expression into it, and it starts to give me certain cues about where we're going with this. So what I'm getting here is, for me, and I could be wrong, this starts to paint an image of some sort of longing, maybe a little bit of sadness or some sort of remembrance. Love is certainly involved in this. Now, whether this is a love song or if this is love for someone, maybe it's about lost love, maybe it's about a lost loved one, maybe it's about a broken relationship, but it certainly had painted a more I don't know what key it was in, but it really feels like it was a minor key because, when you have that minor, you major and minor is happy, sad, right? So let me give you a quick. Okay, so A major, right? Whoops. Let me do it this way. That's more of a happy sound, right? But if I want minor, that's kind of more of a sad, right? So you take the third, you're adding a third and you're taking a third off. changes the mood. Okay. And I'll be talking about that more in my guitar instructional series as I develop more videos and put them out. How that changes it, and the addition or subtraction of a note or notes will change that mood. But I'm getting a sense that it is in a minor key, so that's always going to give me, love isn't sad. I love you so much. No, it's happy, right? So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going is like I'm taking her facial expression cues from that. I'm taking cues from the scenery and the cinematography of the video, and then of course I'm taking the cues from what I'm hearing based on prior connections to other types of music and how music is used to convey certain messages, and I'm putting it together to try and extrapolate and infer what I think this is about. And it's kind of cool. It's a nice experience. So anyways, God bless you, Joshua 1:9. Read it, get it in your heart, live it, love one another. We're here for a special reason at a special time. Let your light shine because the world is getting dark. We've got to shine brighter. Talk to you guys later. Bye.